because there's truly nothing beyond our capacity when we act together, not even beating cancer. And that's what this group is about today. So I want to thank you all for being here. And now, who am I introducing next? Who's next?
His name is Elon Musk. He saved free speech. He created so many different great things. Where is he? Come on up here, Elon. He created the first major American car company in generations, and his rocket company is the only reason we can now send American astronauts into space. Come here. Take over, Elon. Yes, take over.
To do something in this way I am, that's what I'm doing.
Are you training for something here? Kind of dressed up like a boxer?
Yeah. What you think I'll dress up for?
You're in training.
Sure, why not? Look at the fucking arm, you fuck. What'd you think of that?
Good.
Oh, there's a fucking rock, dude. Look at that shit. Got the name?
Hi, so tell me about yourself.
Sir, I am sitting in front of yourself, myself Rakesh Mohanty, and I am technology mad. But if you will ask me what is my passion, I will say hardware. But this is for the first time I am doing on Spikey.
Skype, you mean?
Pardon, sir?
Okay, go on.
Sir, I am from Jharsuguda. I studied 10th Saraswati Sishu Vidya Mandir, graduate Cambridge Institute, Ranchi, not from England, note it. And I am putting my screwdriver everywhere and seeing what is happening. I am a hidden scientist.
Chase, you started pissing the bed.
God damn it.
You pissed the couch. It's kind of a curious thing.
I didn't piss the
And
fucking
we-
couch.
And we grew up together, and
I didn't
you know,
piss-
historically, you're not a bedwetter, so it really begs the question: who has molested you recently that you are now having nightmares that induce bedwetting?
I didn't fucking piss the bed. He's gonna try to
You've
lie
done
to
that
you.
multiple times.
He's gonna try to lie to you, Chaz, and tell you that
Uh-huh.
I pissed the bed. I didn't fucking
You've
piss
done
the
it
bed.
several times.
No.
It happens commonly.
No. I pissed the
know
bed
this.
once. Here's how it happened. I pissed the bed once. I stayed on his couch, woke up, pissed in my drawers, changed drawers. Nothing happened.
Mm-hmm.
I threw those in my car, and my whole car smelled like piss.
So that was shortly after whatever incident.
What?
Yeah.
There was no incident. I went to sleep with a full bladder.
Mhm.
It happens like that. I'm clenching this vape right now. I'm very nervous. I have to.
Mhm.
But
What's
no.
wrong?
Last night.
Is this part of the PTSD response?
No. Last night I fucking woke up and I guess in my sleep I went to drink water and spilled it all over my hips and crotch. and so my hips and crotch were wet last night.
Very likely.
And I smelled them. They weren't piss. So I'm going with the sleep drinking story.
Mm-hmm.
Not story. It happened. That's how it went.
That's the story.
Mhm. The alibi.
I
Oh,
didn't
the
fucking
alibi.
So you're
piss.
drinking alibi?
When you piss, you smell it.
Does he
Gross.
need a pop filter?
No, but I woke up.
No, I don't think so.
I woke up
That's what that is.
today with water everywhere. Just water, just straight tap water because I was drinking out of a water bottle in my sleep. I don't know how it happened. I don't know why I would drink water in
Yeah,
my
no
sleep.
one knows how it happened because it's a lie.
Because I was
And you pissed
asleep.
the
No,
fucking
not because I
bed.
was a lie. Because I was asleep.
Uh-huh.
I was asleep. It's like if a tree falls in the forest and nobody's around. It's like if nobody's there to see you piss your pants and or spill water on yourself.
Yeah,
when you wake up.
Spill water, spill water.
That's right. If no one's
When you
there
spill
to
water on
see you
yourself in
piss
the sleep.
yourself, it never happens.
This is fucking annoying.
It's a water.
It happens.
It's a water-related sleep
Nothing to be ashamed
paralysis.
of. Were you dreaming of a mountain
But I didn't
with
piss. But
flowing water?
I didn't
Or
piss
was
this
it
time.
like-
But
The
I
only
did.
like
time
a
I can
large
remember, the only time I
glacier?
pissed the bed that I remember the exact context, I in my dream was in this sort of almost like a Mario Kart DS, like Peach's pastry or whatever, like a sort of goofy, it was very Nintendo aesthetic, and
Yeah.
I'm floating through this big fountain, and I was being lifted through this fountain, and in my dream I whipped out my dick and I pissed, and I woke up in a puddle.
And one time
But
I
that's not
had.
the case with you. You choose to, instead of sharing a funny little story like such, you choose to try to cover this up.
It's
and
not a
gaslight us.
cover up. I just didn't piss. I would admit if I pissed. Because it's funnier than trying to. It's funnier than trying to drink water in your sleep and spilling it all over yourself like a klutz. That's not funny.
And then
Piss in
going
the
right
bed.
back to sleep thinking, I'll fix this in the morning.
No. I fixed the problem. I changed the shirt that was wet with water.
Oh, you woke up covered in water and you're like, how did this get there?
Yeah,
And
I
then you
must
changed
have. I must have just set the bottle
And
down.
threw that shirt away, and then whatever shit you were pretending to smell earlier was just something you grabbed out of your bag. You're not a dumb guy.
No, I was
would
wearing.
not give you credit for this.
Okay.
Like the capacity to even fabricate the story, I give you the credit for that.
You're trying to make me out to be like a piss bandit. You're trying to. You're trying to make
I'm
me
just
out
saying,
to be.
you just don't want to look like you pissed the couch twice, which you have. All right.
Okay, I understand. It's like a DUI
yeah.
where
Yeah.
2 is bad.
You're really trying to beat the second one.
2 is bad.
You have to win this one.
But I didn't do it twice. This was water. This was very clearly water.
All right. If you didn't do it, you didn't do it. That's family business. All right.
Damn. Damn. No, I didn't piss. I didn't piss the fucking bed. This is fucking stupid. This is a stupid argument. I can't believe this is the first fucking time. This isn't even on the pen and paper.
I'll tell you what.
It doesn't have to be.
It's Musk versus Brazil on the pen and
That's what
paper.
happens
Oh,
shit
yeah, I
the
bet you're
couch.
dying to talk about our
You shit-
topics
I was-
now.
you shit the
You were
dinette
clowning
and
the
you pissed the
topics
couch.
5 minutes ago until you pissed the couch, and now suddenly, dude, we're sticking to the script. Is that what's going on?
And
I
you
just-
shit the dinette.
And then just earlier, speaking of your bathroom troubles, you fucking the nastiest fart ever completely cleared the room and caused our co-host here to projectile vomit. And
He
this is
did.
funny. I've done this to Chaz before also, where we've
This
had to
wasn't-
stop a moving car and him get out and vomit. Like we've done this before. I've also had the nasty.
You did handle it as if it was like your disabled dog. like oh no, like he was having a seizure and you're like, oh, you just got to put his head up a little bit. You just got to prop his head up so he doesn't swallow his tongue.
Oh, yeah, it smells something nasty. He's gonna vomit.
Well, yeah, it's a bad smell. He's got to puke.
You don't vomit every time you smell something nasty. Like literally,
Black Tank oftenly.
it smelled worse than the septic.
It's far worse.
It was worse.
It's far fucking
My-
It was
my
worse
ass
than
is a
100
septic tank.
shits over the course of a week.
Especially when you're prepared for it and you're right there and you're just right here and you're fucking just breathing in fresh air. And you're just fucking
Big deep breaths.
It's
Oh
fucking
my
just
God.
shit.
Big deep
To be
breaths.
fair, okay, you want to know what that was? Why my shit was so major?
I don't want to know what it is.
No, I'll
I
tell
can
you what
only
it was,
imagine
though.
what Kava
I'll tell you
shits it was.
because it was kava, but it was also a mixture of the last. The cherry on top was last night. I got flaming hot barbecue chips and donut holes. So you just got donut holes, flaming hot chips, and then some kava, which is Greek Subway.
And then you blacked out drunk and pissed on the couch. Chase, you don't have to hide
Jesus
anything from
Christ,
us. You
no.
got into the liquor last night. I've got a stocked bar.
You know, I haven't really thought about that. I could have been stealing liquor this whole
You
time.
got into a little bit of tequila you couldn't handle.
Yeah. I didn't do that, but that's a nice, it's a good joke.
And you pissed on the couch.
I know we're being
For the
funny here.
second time.
We're being funny and we're doing bits here, but on the real note, I obviously did not piss the bed last night. I'm a grown man. I know we're being funny right now, but I did not piss the bed. What if there's fucking girls listening to this? Do you know what you're doing to me? What if there's fucking girls listening right now?
Girls want nothing more for a man to be incontinent and it be her problem.
That's true.
That's how they want you. They want you in diapers. Needing them.
Oh no.
That's true.
Damn, so you think a little piss baby is like hot
Oh,
to
yeah.
women?
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
Dude, you're a cute little piss baby. Just own it.
Uh-huh.
I'm not a fucking cute little piss. I am a little. You guys did see the shit though, the massive shit in my pants earlier that made Chaz puke.
You better not as so much as spill a drop on the front of your pants at a restaurant, or your whole reputation will be solidified forever as an incontinent pants wetter.
The diaper spa. Chaz is showing me the diaper spa.
what it
Experience the ultimate in adult diapering and age play at the Age Play.
Age play.
As hard as you cope, this will be you in 40 years.
Our 1-to-1 spa offers.
He's liking those.
It's 1-to-1, but what's the ratio? What is it comparing itself? A 1-to-1 spa offers safe immersion.
Tip of the mic, buddy.
So like it's
It's a Asian. There's a Chinese lady. It's like a rub and tug, but this one's like a diaper themed rub and tug. Because there's so many of them.
a 24-hour stay.
Yeah. Yeah, they treat you like a baby for 24 whole hours.
Hold on a minute.
Uh-huh.
24 hours in diapers?
Yeah, they
We'll
spoon feed
cut
you and
that out.
everything.
Now, hold the phone. You telling me I can wear a diaper for 24 hours?
Yeah. You get spoon fed. They put you in the stuff.
This is literally a place where you'll
suck your
never
dick.
hear a black scent. There's no fucking
I'll be the
way.
first.
Okay, so we have to cut diaper spa.
And we're back.
And we're back.
And we're back.
You know Elon Musk is bigger than Brazil now?
He's bigger than Brazil, like the country of
He's bigger
Brazil.
than Brazil.
How's like what's the metric? Like
He's cucking their president and inciting civil unrest.
nobody's bigger.
He is fucking. He's like daddying them right now. Now I'm.
That's for the best. They got all that cropland down there. They're like burning off the forest and.
That's the Chinese.
No. They're burning off the Brazilian forest to create ranches and cropland.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I think the Chinese were the one that did the fires, right?
The Chinese did the fires, and that's why in America we got it sold to us as climate change and the Amazon being on fire.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we have to give all of our money
So
to
maybe-
World Wildlife Federation.
So we give all of our money to the WWF.
Chaz, maybe he's just
Monday.
playing opportunities off of the Chinese burning the forest.
I like this idea.
So he just sees
Solution.
he just sees like a wide open area. He's like, I could put a parking lot there.
No, here's what it's about. Brazil has civil unrest and is having a censorship problem, and they issued an order to Elon Musk because he's also an ISP. And not only is he the CEO of X, he is his own ISP, Starlink.
Yes.
Okay.
And all the ISPs in Brazil, you know, once these sanctions go out to these companies, once these regulations go out that say your ISP can't provide X anymore, that notice got kicked down to Starlink, and Elon Musk says no. Whoa. So now they have to make it illegal for anyone using Starlink in Brazil. So now that's getting handed down to the citizens. So you know how that's going to go.
Nice.
Well,
Not well.
You know
So
how
the CIA is getting down there. They're mixing shit up.
you know how Brazilians react to technology.
I think we just grabbed Maduro, or fucking Venezuela's dictator. I think we just snatched him.
I'm Elon Musk. Get your ticket on my ass.
Yeah, the U.S. seizes President Nicolas Maduro's airplane in the Dominican Republic. They snatched his fucking jet like a Russian oligarch. So they're mixing shit up.
Mm.
and who was the guy that they instilled? Or
Installed.
was
Yes.
he the populist one?
Has served as the president since 2013. He's the one they brought down there when they ended socialism over there because when the OPEC thing happened, the petrodollar controversy, because they wanted to issue, they wanted to only, you know, sell their oil in Venezuelan dollars that came from Venezuela. So OPEC and the CIA descended upon them, and Vice covered the whole thing, actually, in 2013 when Vice was publishing
Fuck
relatively
love
cool
Vice.
liberal content.
Not good. Not good.
Venezuela orders arrest of candidate who U.S., among others, say won the election. So that's tough. So yeah, Maduro's their... maybe Maduro is the populist one. I don't know.
I think so because let me find it.
Was Chavez? No. I think Chavez was their guy, and then we installed Maduro. No, I'm saying dumb shit. They installed Maduro, and then I only think that's the case because there was a news piece. A news piece comes to mind where a starving Venezuelan man shows how big his pants used to be because he's still wearing them, and that he's had to put new notches in his belts, and he calls it the Maduro diet.
Wow.
That leads me to believe that's their, you know.
What even is like Brazilian food?
It's like Argentinian food, right? So it's a bunch of meat.
Well, thanks,
Thanks,
you.
dickhead.
it's like a meat.
Thanks. That's fucking relative.
Acai, bro.
That's it.
Yep.
That's it. It's just
Chimichurri.
fruit.
They got
They fucking eat fruit.
plantain and shit.
What's the big
tamales.
deal?
They're probably doing tamales and like chimichurri and barbacoa. And
What, they eat Mexican food down there?
I think they're eating enchiladas and chimichangas. And
Let's I'll find out.
Eat a lot of
Shit.
rice.
Surely.
they probably eat rice, meat, and legumes.
I don't know. Let's go there. Let's just spend 6 weeks there and see what happens.
I would rather die than spend 6 weeks in fucking
Okay, maybe we'll cut this too. And we're back. Okay.
Who's Bolsonaro?
Bolsonaro.
What about him? You know, in other Spanish news, they've elected a new parliamentary official.
What should I look up?
No, Chaz, pull up the video, and then we'll restart this segment. Hey, that's a pretty good podcast. Oh yeah, everybody, if you're listening to this, go listen to episode 2 and 1. They're probably lower in quality compared to this. You know, as time goes on,
Chaz Farrow says, "Excellent new video."
I know, Chaz, quit commenting as if it's not you. He comments like it's you're in the third person.
Yeah. This is the company.
Can you imagine Joe Rogan on his personal account?
Wow, great work, guys. It's psychotic. It looks nuts. I at least commented in the first person.
Jesus Christ!
Wow, I love these guys. Great to. The first one was really funny. It's like great to see. There's a great to see. There's a new funny podcast with informative takes. It was so funny.
These guys are hilarious.
Wow, these guys who I don't know are so funny. Someone very close to me has a podcast you should listen to.
Look, Spanish.
Impaired.
Come
Oh, it gave me.
She has Down syndrome.
Oh,
Click news. Click news. No, Spanish.
Impaired.
Retard and then click news.
Still won't pop up.
No, it didn't
EV
pop
plant.
up. It didn't
We got the
pop up.
first EV electric cars. What came up?
Spanish retards with the electric car industry news. That is funny. Thank you, Google.
Thank you, Google.
For an easy layup.
Dude, Google's laying it down. Holy
Google's
shit.
got more bits than us on this episode.
God damn.
Type in the whole fucking words. Type in Spanish Down syndrome parliamentarian.
Whoa. That's crazy.
And really, I was thinking, I was thinking about this critically. I was trying, once you get over the initial sort of shock and awe, and then laughter, if you have any bit of.
What do you mean shock and awe? What's there to be shocked about? This just looks like a normal woman to me. I'm not seeing the. Why is this a headline? What's the deal with this chick?
For decades, she battled to ensure that people with intellectual disabilities were part of the conversation.
What?
The extent of the progress she has made, however, was laid bare recently when Mark Glossarian became Spain's first parliamentarian with Down syndrome.
Whoa, hold on. You're telling me this chick has Down syndrome?
It's unprecedented. The 45-year-old told The Guardian, society is starting to see that people with Down syndrome have a lot more to contribute.
We've never seen a woman make strides in politics like this.
She's just doing so well as a politician.
This is
She's
unprecedented.
doing everything perfectly. I haven't seen a politician do this well ever.
Yeah, the media likes this.
Holy shit, she's casting her vote with fruit roll-ups.
It's like no one can vote against this one.
She's signing a fruit roll-up and dropping in the ballot box.
How can you vote against the one with Down syndrome? Are you a Nazi?
Okay. It just really got me thinking. Once you're past the laughter and the shock, as I was saying before.
What? What is it? What's
that
your...
win? That how long before This Is Us? I mean, right now our political system and news and our media does gymnastics, does backflips, bends over backwards to keep the illusion going that politicians do absolutely fucking anything during the day. Do absolutely anything.
Don't do that.
Chaz, what is your problem right now? What does it mess up? What does moving the mic stand mess up?
I just fucking, I don't know.
Do we just restart?
No.
I don't know.
Do we just restart the
No,
whole pod?
Chaz is having a little ADHD
Do we
moment
just
here.
restart the whole pod?
That just look really scary.
We restart the pod because of
Yeah,
one
easy.
hiccup.
Do we just restart?
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Keep going.
Holy shit! Do you think this Marg Bilzerian chick sees? You know that movie Idiocracy where he wakes up and he's like the smartest person alive, but he's just an average dude. And everybody else is stupid. He gets to the White House and he's like the president because he's the smartest guy, but he's just an average guy because he wakes up in a world where everybody's stupid. Do you think that she sees everybody as as retarded and she's the only normal one?
And then it is actually Spanish Idiocracy.
Piece of way.
Do you think, shit, I don't know where I was going with that.
I know.
My bad.
You
Fuck.
interrupted me right when I was heating up.
My
I was
bad.
just starting to talk at volume.
I know, my bad.
Fuck.
Shit.
I was just saying, what if she's...
I don't want to talk about this
Impaired.
bitch anymore.
What if everybody
Nah, we
in
gotta-
her
we gotta
world...
fucking change the subject
We
anymore?
gotta get that bit off.
No, it's gone. You killed it. You killed it with your fucking mic stand talk.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, what was the deal with that? Why were you freaking out about the mic stand?
I was just fucking really being so aggressive with it. I was about to rip it right off.
No, I mean he obviously knows the worth of the mic stand. He's not gonna rip it off the fucking
Yeah,
thing.
you just gotta twist this. So
And if
moves
it wo-
freely
if
here,
he were to
so I
rip
can
it
move
off,
my head.
Chaz, if he were to rip it off, it would obviously be an accident. So there's nothing to freak out about.
God,
I was just gonna say, and we can wait.
Okay, now you're making me nervous with the mic stand. You can't double grip it. You
Yeah,
can't.
I like
the
this.
double gripping and just getting really aggressive.
Now you're
scares
making me
Just
nervous.
Don't do that. Just simply
I think
don't
Ch-
do that.
I think Chaz has a point here.
Yeah, I'm fidgeting.
Gripping it. Yeah, don't do that with this stuff.
Okay, Colby, you were gonna
No,
give
I'm not
your
gonna talk anymore for the rest of this podcast. You guys have fun. You guys have fun for the next 45 fucking
God.
minutes. Okay, how about that?
Oh my God, Colby.
No more funny shit over here. It's done.
Holy shit.
You weren't giving us anything anyway. You were
I tried,
barely.
to get a hot ass rant going for a take I hadn't disclosed yet.
What was the take?
Twice, and it's over.
What if the world was retards and you're the only normal one?
The movie Idiocracy.
Oh no,
But
I was
worse.
trying to help you out.
I didn't need help. I was going crazy with the Idiocracy reference. You guys just let me bomb. You left me out at sea there.
No, that was a pretty good reference. That was
No
pretty
floaties.
good. Floaties.
God damn it. And then Chaz spazzed with the fucking arm mic thing. That was pretty awkward. That wasn't cool.
Fuck.
That wasn't cool.
Damn it.
Colby, you can't throw away this topic because it's one of the only topics that we have.
Okay, yeah, that's true. This is the best we have. I'm gonna restart. For decades, she battled to ensure that people with intellectual disabilities were part of the conversation. The extent of the progress she has made, however, was laid bare recently when Mara Glossarian became Spain's first parliamentarian with Down syndrome.
Nice.
It's unprecedented.
It's
The
unprecedented. to say the least.
45-year-old told The Guardian, "Society is starting to see that people with Down syndrome have a lot more to contribute, but it's a very long road."
Also, if you think politicians with Down syndrome is unprecedented, has your head been up your ass for the past 20 years?
Yeah.
You're not going to convince me for a second that this isn't as good or even better than the guy wearing the Joe Biden mask or drunk Kamala Harris.
I would say that she's smarter on average than most.
Then Kamala Harris when she's drunk. They probably have the
Yeah.
same
it's
IQ.
honest. I like honesty.
It's honest.
It's honest.
She
It's
can't.
honest.
She's
They're bad
genuinely
liars.
Downs.
They are bad liars.
She can't lie. She's Downs.
She'll
She
start
physically
giggling.
can't.
She'll start laughing and giggling like
Well, it's
it's
not
a
that
game.
she can't lie. It's that she will just read the. She
The
at
teleprompter.
best can read and orate clearly,
Yeah.
and will do so perfectly every time
That's right.
with no
She'll
with,
read
with no
perfectly?
whistleblowing, with no whistleblowing, with no
Yep.
leaks, with
Yep.
no pedophilia thing. Like, how are they going to cancel her? Oh, she pet a cat too hard and crushed its skull behind the barn.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
how-
She can't have a scandal.
What kind of dirt is she going to generate? It's the perfect politician.
Yeah, she can't have a scandal.
And in fact,
She's
I
gonna
would
be
say
kept clean by her handler.
And I would say maybe it's even the official stance of the podcast that nominating and electing people with Down syndrome or worse is probably
It's our best chance at real democracy.
it's our best chance at an honest sort of discussion about the state of political affairs.
yeah.
Is if we get
If
the
you're not
first
smart
Down
enough to
syndrome
lie.
president.
If we just elect the actual potato in a wheelchair,
Well, it's not
because
even
it
that.
can't rape
Yes.
a child.
It's just absolute. No. Okay. Besides that. Besides that.
That's a good point. I
Good-
like that.
I was gonna shit on that. Good point. Besides that, if like we can literally get like even further than we have, like right now we have in office supposedly we have Joe Biden, who intellectually is about a houseplant by now. His brain is sort
He
of melted
died a
into a
month ago.
demented, dried,
Wilted tomato.
walnut-looking Alzheimer's structure.
It's fine. Yeah. I actually think he's all there. Hot take. I know I haven't been contributing much to the pod, but I actually here's a hot take for the pod. Joe Biden's actually there, all there.
That is
He's all good.
Take right now.
I'm the 10th dentist, dude.
Even the Democrats have
fuck are you
abandoned Joe
looking
Biden. They fucking sailed them up the river.
It is funny that they don't really listen.
Where is he?
Well, no, I'm not talking about his physical location. That could be anywhere. But I'm talking about how like they don't fully like you'll never see like a CNN news article or story in the 24-hour news cycle about how Joe Biden is like a little messed up in the head. Like he's got a little bit of brain damage.
Well, that's been the thing
They
recently.
they won't acknowledge it.
No, seriously, they have. Since the whole reason he dropped out, that was the whole thing. The Washington Post, the CNN, everyone turned on him, and the whole topic became Joe Biden's cognitive decline for 2 weeks, and then he died of COVID in Vegas.
Oh, see, that's how tuned out I am.
And if you don't believe me, Google it.
I refuse.
If you don't think Joe Biden died in Vegas a month ago of COVID after being shipped to Johns Hopkins, Google it.
I'm not gonna go to Joogle, dude. That's not what I'm about.
Dare you to type in. I motherfucking dare you to type in Joe Biden COVID death Vegas Metro intern leak. I dare you to Google it. Tell me that motherfucker.
Double dog dare you, motherfucker.
Yeah, tell me that dude isn't now 6'6" and doesn't look similar at all.
And he's 45 years old.
He should
And a
just
voice actor.
if Joe Biden had a higher profile in DC, then he would do what the if he brought any kids to the kids fucking parties, then he would have the dignity to go steal a heart from Africa to replace his disgusting old heart. Like
They don't even
to
have
that,
to do that. Dick Cheney has a continuous fish pump.
What's the
He doesn't even have a heartbeat.
He's got a whirly dearly.
He's too rich for that.
fucking Werther Rothschild or whatever the fuck his name is, the one that's like 106 has had. I'm not kidding. You can look this up. He has had like 6 heart transplants in his life, and I don't think they're supposed to give you that many hearts. I think you're supposed to share. You know, I think it's like if you
I'll
like.
guarantee you one thing: if you happen to wreck your motorcycle that day in
Evelyn.
New York City, if you God help you, if you thought you were being a good person at the DMV when you got your license and you signed on to be an organ donor, God help you the day you were in a motorcycle wreck and you're at Johns Hopkins the same day the eldest Rothschild is, because they're not bringing you back, buddy. They're not saving you.
Oh, he just died.
Look up who. I didn't even celebrate. The Lord Rothschild.
Yeah.
That guy's evil.
No, he looks like a good guy.
You know who else we call Lord?
The right honorable.
Voldemort.
You know who else we call Lord? Vader. Darth Vader.
These are other famous people who go by Lord.
Farquaad. No, look up Rothschild 5 heart transplants. I'm not kidding. This is a real story. He steals hearts from African tribes to keep himself living. He's a literal vampire. Rothschild 5 heart transplants.
I mean, honestly though, if you're a rich guy, like,
Yeah, how did David Rockefeller get 7 heart transplants? It was a Rockefeller, not a Rothschild. A Rockefeller. Almost
7 heart
worse.
transplants.
at the age of 10?
What?
How old is he?
He's like an old man.
At the age of 100.
101, not 10.
Oh.
101.
He lived to be 101 years old, passing away in 2017. He was known for his active lifestyle and continued engagement in philanthropic activities.
Philanthropic. It's fine. But no, this guy had a this will make you hate the Rockefellers when you find out that they're stealing organs. There's a whole thing. Quora will only tell you so much. You have to go to 4chan for this kind of stuff.
There's no record.
I saw an infographic for this. I saw that he had 7 heart transplants.
I've also seen this before, so it's quite funny that the first 5 results on Google are going to debunked, fact check.
Debunked,
Washington
debunked,
Post,
debunked.
fact check.
Uh-huh.
Fucking what's that one? What's
Snopes.
Snopes? That's what I fucking hate. Snopes. If
don't know how
Snopes
bad
says
they
your
are.
shit's debunked, you know you're onto something.
You got
Uh-huh.
stamped, boy.
You are onto
You
something.
got certified.
Uh-huh.
Man.
See what Snopes says about Tartaria.
Snopes Tartaria right now.
You spell it like tartar sauce and then IA.
You know the Phoenicians from the Bible?
Phoenicians?
Yeah. That's
No.
who was in Israel and
Oh,
what
okay.
what is now, just that the Fertile Crescent, or is that whatever.
The Strip?
They're on the Mediterranean, right?
Yeah.
And the Phoenicians from the Bible, they ended up in Ireland.
Oh no. Oh no, they.
Oh yes, and that's why the British Empire's got to keep them down. The British Empire.
The Irish are the real Jews.
The Irish are the real Jews, and I'm not kidding.
Are they really?
I'm not fucking kidding.
I'm not kidding.
Where are they from exactly? Where are they-
Phoenicia.
Venetia.
Look up Phoenicia.
How do you spell
It's
it?
PH.
PHOENIACIA.
I-
Phoenicia. Correct.
I had a. It's OE, not EO.
Phoenicians.
It's OE.
I said OE.
I said EO. I was
Oh.
wrong.
Okay, good. Fucking good.
Oh, Semitic. Whoa, how do you say that word?
What
An
i-
ancient Semitic
What does that mean? What is Semitism?
Not our bit. Not our bit.
Oh, it's not. Who was that?
That was Sam Hyde.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was
God
like,
damn it.
he was
Probably
like,
played
what?
while I was asleep.
He's like, next time you see a Jew in New York, he says, go up to him and ask him what Semitism is, and make him ramble for 5 minutes, and then go, what?
That is funny.
You still won't know what it is.
What?
What the fuck is it?
All you gotta know is the Phoenicians
There
are
he
the
goes. He
real
puts
Irish.
it right down in front of him. He doesn't put it back where it goes.
It's the Eastern Mediterranean, primarily modern Lebanon. So, the red hair is actually from Lebanon.
Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa.
Whoa.
And they moved to Ireland.
They spoke a Gaelic language.
You gay. Who the Phoenicians did? The Irish Jews? Wow.
This ties into the Tartarians because they, aside from migrating north and west, they also migrated north and east. And this first of the civilizations, which descended from Babylon, I believe, or some fucking bullshit.
Sidon
Sidon, there you go.
and Tyre.
These are the first of the civilizations, and they spread out all across the place. And these red-haired, blue-eyed people ended up in Ireland, in the British Isles.
Obelisk at Karnak contain references to a land of something, being the plural of something else, meaning carpenter. Ancient Egyptian for carpenter. The land of carpenters. The land of carpenters is generally identified as Phoenicia.
Phoenicia?
Phoenicia.
Phoenicia.
Where you from, Phoenicia?
Little tip of Africa.
Phoenicia, where'd you get all that ass?
Oh my God. You got red hair poking out the sides, Phoenicia.
Look, I didn't want to bury this whole lead, but basically, like the lineage of Irish stonemasonry and carpentry
Mm-hmm.
comes from this builder culture
Mm-hmm.
that migrated north, and lots of the architecture that you see. There's a very interesting text that I can't verify I can't verify the legitimacy of it, but it has a bunch of old world, like ancient sort of like schematics for historical buildings, and the one of them is labeled Temple of Solomon, and it's in the style of Northern European plaster and stone masonry and woodwork.
Mm.
It looks like a government building in Europe. And then you get into some of these buildings, having basements, having extensive basements that lead to nowhere, and windows that don't look out anything, and all sorts of shit like this. And then that's how you link over to the mud floods. And the mud floods happened in the 1700s. The theory is that a lot of
mud flood.
mud floods, like a global sort of catastrophic event.
Like a Lahara.
I don't know about Lahara.
Lahara is a event
tar pit?
where it's kind of like a landslide. It usually happens when geologic activity happens, where you have a bunch of water that is instantly becoming intermixed with
Just becomes
mud
a
and
thick
sand.
mud and
Mhm.
washes everything over.
You just got to think about how much mud there is on Earth if you
basically
don't
there
block
were
out the
great mud
coast.
floods that are documented, that are a part of our history, but the scale of which is debated. And a lot of people think that, like in Cincinnati and Philadelphia, where they excavate these buildings that have basements with windows for some reasons and elaborate, road systems underneath all the old cities in America, it actually, all these basements and tunnels were actually the first few floors. And it was buried in that what we know as our government buildings now, are excavations and recoveries.
Mm-hmm.
of mostly sank buildings.
Sank, like buried underneath the mud, and the mud preserved it. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, that's why they. Yeah, that's why when they there's a picture of them excavating. I think it's Philly or Cincinnati. The building that they recover, like the basement of the city hall or whatever, that was built in 17 whatever. It has windows.
The fuck is a point of an underground window?
But it ties into a same time period that our government and Russia's government have colluded to make disappear, and this was part of the mass wave of CIA declassified documents. There's a declassified document you can find. You can pull up you can go to the CIA.gov and you can Control F Tartaria. I've done this, and it's very interesting what you find. But one of the things, if you Control F Russian Tartarian relations or Russian aggressions, you find that there was probably a little bit of a scuffle between a very advanced society and
Tartaristan.
now there's Tatarstan and a very small everything in all the southern Muslim provinces of Russia are divided up by like religion and people and language and stuff.
Yeah.
But if you look up Great Tartary or Tartaria, there's old maps. And Putin even declassified a map of Tartaria in 2013 or 14. He actually handed it out to the public as part of, I imagine, like a little bit of an information play against our government for something at the time. But if I had to guess, the first Ukrainian coup, it might line up with.
Ah, shit, he's talking about Tartaria. Ah, shit.
No, but the CIA document says that the history had to be deleted and revised, and that the scientific revision of the Tartarian history and the Russian Tartarian aggressions has to be continued to be covered up. And it leads you down this giant wormhole of what the world actually looked like in the 1700s. And it's probably not what we've been told.
With the World's Fair and everything back then.
The World's Fairs are the biggest, another big key to this whole thing. Is like, why were these elaborate structures debuted to the public all at once, supposedly built in a couple of weeks, and then mostly demolished after? Why are there no construction photos? Why
is it all deleted? Why did the Ministry of Truth of the global government delete it?
Why are there no construction photos of all of these buildings?
Why has history,
They didn't have cameras back
by
then.
and large,
They did.
of
In the 1800s,
Western...
there's hundreds of things that were actually, there's thousands of things that were actually built and well documented the whole time, except lots of major old world looking buildings in the Americas that we claim to have erected sometime around the 17 and 1800s in absolutely no time at all. They basically went up in a few days, completely undocumented.
Aliens. I slammed the gavel down. I put the gavel down.
I mean, that's hard hitting, but I think it's... Honestly, they would probably like you to believe aliens before they would like you to believe that they covered up Russia committing a small genocide so we could ally with them in World War II.
You know what one single thing from the 19th century World's Fair still exists to today that we cannot get rid of?
What's that?
There's only one single thing. It's in Paris.
Oh, the Eiffel Tower?
Yes.
Well, okay.
Yes.
Say the Eiffel Tower again.
The Eiffel Tower.
Say it again.
What's in Paris?
The Eiffel Tower?
Yes.
Excellent.
Okay, we'll have to cut out.
That's some revisionist history for you right there. But there's a couple other World's Fairs, World's Fair structures standing, I think. Even though they buried the one in New York instantly, the 1930 something World Fair in New York. They actually buried that one. It was a landfill, and then they turned it into what is now like actually I think it's where LaGuardia Airport stands, if I'm not mistaken.
They melted
Don't
down
look that
some
It's in
metal
Queens.
of one of those World's Fair structures to make the Olympic medals.
Yeah, I'm sure that has no spiritual demonic significance. It's weird that these people they do things like that, don't they? They're really into their sort of like a
Culty,
ritualistic sort of like what is it like allegorical sort of like religious practice or like the symbols in the procedure.
Every totalitarian leader wants to delete all previous knowledge and history and information of progress and human development.
It is critical
because they want themselves to be the ideologue that developed humanity. That's why America is like America exceptionalism. Like everything existed 150 years ago. Ben Franklin created
Yes, it all started in
electricity and everything.
1750.
And yeah, the 2,000 years ago, the Romans didn't already have water piping infrastructure directly into their mansions that were heated by furnaces, underneath their floor, with fans that ran off of water that just dripped down. They had all this stuff that they
There's
didn't
also
need
a
electricity.
it's not that they didn't need electricity, it's that they probably had it and they generated it. And Ben Franklin, the reason that this is actually this is a good symbolism thing I saw, that the whole discovery of the whole story of Ben Franklin's claim to basically founding the conduction of electricity for use is actually the famous painting of him doing it is actually full of Masonic symbolism, and he had it commissioned. That the key and there's a couple other images like the kite and the key; those are all Masonic symbols.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that? So that motherfucker right there claims to have invented electricity and has this whole made up story for it.
Yeah, isn't that
known
the
grifter
dumbest-
and entrepreneur,
Mm-hmm.
Ben Franklin, just around the time that Russia would have been getting rid of the most advanced civilization that we've come to know, that potentially had the ability to harness EMF from lightning. That's how he knew how to do it, and that actually ties into old world architecture and the Russian and Ottoman sort of bulbous,
Mm-hmm.
Spires and the gold balls on top of everything, and that's actually a pretty good case for the idea that they could harness EMF energy through the electricity. That they had basic machines that would just run off the static electricity in the atmosphere and conduct lightning and things like that.
Do you know why there are only a handful of steam shovels left in existence? You know what a steam shovel is?
Steam shovel.
Exactly. You don't even know what it is, do you?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. So before we had hydraulic excavators,
Mm-hmm.
we had steam shovels. That's what built the Panama Canal.
Makes sense.
Uh-huh. And that all existed before World War One. You know where they all went?
World War One.
They got melted down into aircraft carriers.
Shot
and
at.
shit.
Yeah, they got shot at children.
Yeah, they got shot at children overseas. They melted every last one of them down. There's like a handful left in existence that are from collectors that they hid up in Alaska so the government couldn't find them. Because the government was seizing all of those steam shovels because that's the greatest source of raw iron. Because each one of them weighed 100,000 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
And there's thousands of them across the country. The government set out a team to go find them. And they would take them. Like at gunpoint, they would take your steam shovel from you. They would kill you.
Yep.
for
No
your steam
more
shovel 'cause it was the
industry
war
without
effort.
petroleum. No
Yeah.
more industry without petroleum. We'll take it at gunpoint. We need it for the war.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely anything that can move mass amounts of dirt without consuming massive amounts of crude oil is a
Mhm.
huge problem
Yep.
for these people.
They ran
who
on
were-
wood.
Yeah, they were yes. You burn a big boiler and you fucking
Yep.
operate your hydraulic
Yeah,
machinery.
you're on enough wood gas from the land you're already on.
Yeah,
at
so
your mine.
it's stuff like this that will lead you down the sort of schizo rabbit hole of our entire modern history being a lie to keep us in the sort of state we're in now. Poor and miserable and crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's all stacking towards that.
Mm-hmm.
And it starts with getting rid of civilizations that have true freedom, like whoever was here before. There's an interesting Spanish map that when you get down into this Tartarian stuff,
Mm-hmm.
some of the evidence ties back into colonial America and what might have actually happened.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a pretty interesting Spanish map of the coastline of America, and it features castles. It features forts and castles all along the coast
Really?
before we ever get here.
Like around Spain? Or around, not Spain.
Oh,
New
or
Spain.
Florida.
Florida.
Yeah,
The New Spain.
Florida and Georgia and
Mhm.
yeah, where they landed. It depicted forts
Mm.
and castles already before we ever got here.
That checks out.
You think they were just having fun? They're just drawing stuff on the map.
I mean, yeah, it makes sense. We've been told since day one that where Washington D.C. lies was a delta, muddy, sunken swamp when we got there, and it's a miracle of modern, American technology that we're even able to put all that shit there.
Yep.
But what if it was already there and all that sludge that all those things are buried in? Well, okay, now but there's a Parthenon here and a spire. All these things are old world, Phoenician and old masonry architecture and things like that. Templar type and Roman type architecture all over the place. Like what if it wasn't built and it was excavated and they're like, okay, we got to put a plaque here and a reflection pool here and then we got to put a big ass Abraham Lincoln in this Parthenon and You know,
What if, in the time of the Great Wars, when the decline of the Western civilization occurred, when Julius Caesar died, what if the same way the government sent out at a mass order an edict with a police force that at gunpoint would steal all these steam shovels, the government at the time knew that the largest source of copper, which was their most valuable resource, was in electricity generators that were at their grain mills, tied to their mills. What if they knew they had to go there? Because we don't have any millstones at this mill, remember? There's no millstones here. There's a giant dam, right, that still exists, and there's all this network for some mill that would have been there, but there's no millstones, and there's no way for there to be processing food, so it wasn't meant for food. What was it meant for?
power.
What was attached to it? What was on the end of that shaft?
A giant copper coil.
There was a giant copper generator on the end of that the government seized to use for the war effort because they didn't need the electricity anymore. They needed it for war. Same way we needed the steam shovelers for war, not for mining.
Well, it's not even that. It's like, it's not that we didn't just need that. That had a direct consequence also to switching over to the petroleum basis for a lot of things, like trains, not steam anymore.
Yeah.
Construction, not steam anymore.
Yeah. That was right at the turn of the century, right in the early 1900s.
So I mean, imagine if you're a Roman emperor or whatever we know that to be, and you're trying to conquer these people who have copper generators.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just that you just need to make a bunch of shitty copper swords and ornaments for your
steal that
helmets.
technology,
Yeah, you
too.
gotta get rid of that shit and get these people back to work.
Mhm.
Because I mean, the more machinery means the less people working.
Mm-hmm.
And in maybe what is theorized to be an old world sort of egalitarian
Mindset.
utopia where if you don't need to work, then you don't need to work, and if there's abundance, then maybe it would be shared amongst the people.
Mhm.
So I mean, we know history. Up until now, history is a constant cycle of populist revolution and change, and now there's this induced sort of stasis in the American empire, and I think it's along the same lines of we've had certain things certain actual freedoms, like the freedom of technology and thought, stripped from us, and everything has been carefully put in place to where this cycle of Chinese feudal like a feudal society where you rise to power, your generals kill you, they rise to power, their generals kill them, for hundreds and hundreds of years. This sort of stasis that's been induced, I think, is in large part because of this. That actual liberty, has had a war waged against it, and been strategically over the long haul. History's been written, and liberty's been strategically limited.
Document from 1100 that gives us our basis for liberty.
Talking about the Magna Carta.
The Magna Carta.
Is that 1100?
1100. America got rid of that like 4 years ago.
The Magna Carta was signed to sponsor the first expedition in 1492 for Christopher Columbus, right?
Is the Royal Charter of Rights that King John of England agreed to in June 15th, 1215. The charter's Latin name translates to the Great Charter. The Magna Carta established the foundation for individual rights in Anglo-American jurisprudence. So that's jurisdiction.
Mm-hmm.
And
The rule of law.
Yeah, and limited powers of the monarchy by stating that the king or queen was subject to the law and could not exploit their position and power to rule just as they wanted. So yeah, it's the fucking rules of engagement.
The Mayflower Compact.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking of. I was like, what the hell am I thinking of?
What the fuck is a Magna Carta?
Why was I thinking of Christopher Columbus?
That's a Jay-Z single.
You're thinking of old documents.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I did learn about the Magna Carta.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we learned about all
I
those
was
things.
thinking of the Mayflower Compact. I'm like, you guys are so fucking off right now. You have no
You
idea.
guys sound crazy.
You guys are stupid.
There's like a Santa Maria, the Pinot.
I was about to start naming the ships.
There's a Santa Claus. The
Guys.
Pina Colada was there.
Pinta, Jacinta, Santa Maria, I think.
Fucking Croatoa. What are we talking about?
Yeah, for real. None of that should happen, bro.
Roanoke didn't happen.
No, they left to Jamestown.
Oh yeah, Roanoke just fucking. They were just murdered by the
Those guys
Indians.
were
They probably
fucking
all murdered
stupid.
and raped and
They went south.
slaughtered and burnt.
Yeah, you can't go. Yeah.
They just went south to a different island.
I hope. That's what we hope. we really don't know. I mean,
Could've
they
been
could
bad.
have been all like
The Croatoan Islands
brought
were
back.
occupied by the Croatoan tribe, who were cannibals, I believe.
Yes. Yes, I
Could've
think
all
it
been
did get
eaten.
solved. It is no longer a mystery.
I mean, it's sort of a logical conclusion you can
No
draw.
one can
that they probably just
know.
got eaten.
Croatoan.
They either left or got eaten. We just hope.
But the weird
other
thing is
one.
that the tribe spelled it in American letters. All right? They
Yeah,
spelled
were
Croat.
using English.
Yeah, they used English
No,
even
the
though
settlers. No, the settlers wrote Croatoa because
That's
before
the
Oh.
Jason.
before he left, he told his wife, "Dear wife, I'll be leaving you now for a long time. I don't know when I'll be back. My journey will be arduous, fraught with peril."
Well, whatever the fuck that means.
None of it would have been spelled right.
What's
but
a fraught? A fraught?
No, but yeah, he told his wife that when you guys leave, if you guys have to leave for some reason, inscribe on a tree. Leave me some sort of token. Tell me where you went. And she inscribed it on a tree. And honestly, they think they left like just weeks after he did. So he wasn't even in Europe by the time they were gone.
God damn. Anyway,
he was going to negotiate for more supplies, I think, because they were all starving. So he's like, should the Indians or whoever the enemies are descend upon us, just let me know where you went.
Yeah, we can get back to the Magna Carta. I was just confused there.
I just remembered another note. I don't think the Croatoans were the cannibals. I think because it's in the Outer Banks
Mm-hmm.
in Maryland, right? Is that where that is?
Somewhere
Or in the
there.
Carolinas. But it's in the Outer Banks, I believe. And if I think here was the funny note about like the historical layout of the area. I think if you go south, it was Croatoa, an allied sort of a peaceful tribe that they taught English and traded with or whatever. And then if you went like just northeast to like the adjacent island, they were cannibals. And I think the theory is that they probably never made it to Croatoa because there was no ephemeral evidence of it after that point.
They didn't know. They
They just tried to walk that way.
So they probably just they got in their boats, went the wrong way, and probably got eaten by cannibals.
Hello,
The whale is
Croatoa!
not
And then they
on their
get fucking
favor.
eaten alive.
Yeah, they hop off the boat with
Wait,
a
these
rack of
people have
buds.
spears. Wait, what's all the face paint? I thought you said they had a cloth that they wore clothes.
These people don't look that friendly.
They don't have clothes. Where's the clothes? Oh shit!
Oh, we're being eaten from the feet up, so
Oh,
we'll live
wind!
for the whole thing.
Stop blowing! Damn it! The wind!
Yeah, you're just getting
Fuck the wind! Do we jump out? Do we swim? There's sharks in the water. Honey, what do we do?
shove an apple in your mouth and kick
Oh
it in
no,
the
they're
fire.
eating us in the most painful way possible.
Alive. My calf is literally on the fire right now, and they're eating it.
Aw, I'm being roasted on a spit. Damn it.
God, they just turned me into a vegetable to where I can't fight back, but I'm still breathing and alive.
Yeah, they just.
Where's our drummer boy?
Cut
We
all
can't
my
even go to
tendons.
war with these guys.
How will we know which way to go?
There's
no
no
drums.
trumpets. There's no trumpets. There's no drums. There's no rhythm.
There's no rhythm. Where's the beat?
Where's the beat? That's what people fighting in the fucking 1600s thought.
Shit, I can't hear the drums. Can
Shit.
I get more drums in
It's
my
like
headphones?
it's like working out without music. They're like, I need a beat, bro.
They're like, I really don't have the motivation right now. I just can't do it without the King Von.
And then you just hear,
just keep the morale up.
and they're like, oh shit.
I think I'm gonna get these motherfuckers.
Keep going. Jimmy died.
And they're fucking, yeah.
God, I couldn't imagine being 14 years old fighting the Civil War in wool.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I don't know anything about colonial history, knowing what I know now about our real history.
Yeah.
My real question is just like, how far removed from like Jakub's exile and the breeding of the Caucasoids does it take for them to become Phoenicians and then Irish? This is sort of the timeline I'm trying to put together in my head.
Mm-hmm. Probably not long. Probably a few hundred years, which is like 10 generations.
Well, yes, we are a scientific race bred for a.
We are a scientific race.
yeah. Let's keep going on the eugenics. Keep going.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Uh-huh.
Good work.
Eugenics is great.
Have we actually done an hour?
No.
Yeah. It's an hour one.
We'll have to trim out a lot.
Mm.
We are gonna have to trim out a lot.
Keep going.
What else you got? What else?
I mean, let me check my notes up.
I don't want to say anything about the woman with the broke leg who was caught on the telephone wire.
What?
There was a
Well,
woman.
that's sort of a visual element.
Yeah, that's visual. What's the deal with Dr. Miami?
I fucking love Dr. Miami. He is cheek by cheek fixing Florida.
Yes, he is.
Cheek by cheek.
Butt cheek.
Tit by tit.
There's like a 2.5-year wait if you want to go under the knife and be on TikTok.
And it's like
That's
half
how
a
sick.
You wanna be
dude.
famous?
It
Go
is
under the
so wildly expensive to get operated on by Dr. Miami.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
But like that is the perfect intersection of mental illness for the plastic surgery groups to also want to be on TikTok. Like as far as marketing goes and knowing your audience, that guy's a genius.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, we're not only gonna fucking ruin your face and body, you can be on TikTok.
Yeah.
And all these sick
We'll
fucks.
exploit you with it too.
Yes, these sick fucks will hop on a 2.5-year waiting list.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're in Hollywood.
But think about this: if there was like penis enlargement surgery,
Aren't they in Miami? Is
They're
Dr. Miami
everywhere.
not in Miami?
The people fly to him.
No, he has to be.
He
They're
has
not
to be.
all
It would make no
exclusively living
sense.
in Miami to go there. They fly to there to the surgery, stay in a hotel for a week.
Yeah. Well, yes. I mean, yes. It's a vacation for girls.
Yeah. I'm going to Miami. I'm getting a facelift and
It's a rich psycho chick
Yeah.
vacation.
Yeah, she's gonna spend $1 million in a week, and half of it on a BBL.
Hey, but the pageants are getting on that fucking.
They better.
They're getting on the fucking plastic. I've seen some hot Indian chicks recently.
Ooh,
They
they
are-
need it. They
they're on the
need the
come up.
plastic surgery. I
Hot-
hate to say this. They
Hot
goddamn
Indian
need it.
chicks are on the come
Well,
up
the
right
chicks
now.
don't need it. The guys do. I mean,
Indian.
its biggest problem, and I know this. I know this from the manosphere, like, and from female polling, because like there was that poll that was buried that was like the most desirable women rank races by desirability and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Indians
it
score
literally
in
went black,
lowest.
white, Asian, Indian,
Yes, they're
Yeah.
they're below
and
everyone.
Latinas don't exist.
and this is their complaint online is that like none of the women want to fuck us.
Mhm. Yeah, it's good.
Well, yeah, I mean,
They shouldn't.
good.
It's
Slowly, so present that they've always been here.
Oh my god.
What's that river that like flows from like the glacier that their religion tells them is the purest water in the world? So they all shit in it and bathe.
Their sink.
That is
Sink
that river
bad.
like the river kills people
Yeah, it kills like millions a year because it's so deadly. Because
because
like full
it's
of
part of their
toxic
religion
waste.
to get baptized in it and it kills
Mhm.
people.
Yeah, they dip babies in like industrial waste.
That's kind of a good eugenics thing though.
I
Is it
like
part
it.
of their
It's smart.
religion to die in the most ridiculous ways possible?
Yes.
Because I see a lot of Indians dying in the weirdest ways possible.
Yeah,
the,
like
the
Alabama.
labor regulations lead to a pretty hilarious compilation of them getting blown up and electrocuted. and
Electricians
run
in
over.
India don't think
Poor
that gloves are
regulations.
necessary.
They don't believe in personal protective gear or safety
Or
or
just off
regulations.
switches. What about off switches?
Yeah, you
If
can.
you're gonna stick your head in the fucking transformer, how about you
Why
turn
don't
it
you
off?
do it? Why can't you just do it? Why do it quicker?
turn that fucking thing off.
The time is money. Time is money. Do it quicker.
We do not have time for this. Just turn it off. We do not have time to turn it off. Just do it. Just stick
Just
it.
do
Just do it fast. It will not get you.
Lightning
bite
is
a
very
little.
slow.
It only bites a little.
The internet is very slow. It will not get you.
Vishnu be with you. Vishnu will help you.
If you touch a cow while you touch the electricity, it will not kill you.
By the way, you're not drinking milk while you're touching the 2000.
They touch a cow, you get a cow.
They probably don't drink the milk either. Do they drink milk?
No, they drink cow's
Look
blood.
that up. Look that up. Do Indians drink
No,
milk?
because they don't consume the cows.
They eat cheese.
Ooh,
Goat
good point.
cheese.
Good point.
That was goat cheese.
Oh, good rebuttal. Do Indians? And then you got to put dots, not feathers.
Google's racist. That's not bad. Google.
Google's like, which one?
I don't know which one.
Google's like, yes, people in India drink milk. You piece of shit.
You Nazi.
It plays a significant role in Indian culture, religion, and diet.
Yeah, but that's not cow's milk again.
Look up cow's
God
milk.
damn it.
Look up cow's milk.
Just look up.
And you also put eat milk.
This is a high frequency intellectual podcast.
Okay, they do consume. It's not dangerous to the cow. It's not killing the cow. You can milk it without killing it. I don't know if you just mentioned this, but have you seen the Indians? Okay, I don't know if we
They
already
also
mentioned
drink
this.
buffalo milk.
Hold on. Because of the cow worship and the idolization of the Brahman in India, they like to become closer with all parts of the cow. That includes cow shit. Have you seen the videos of Indians smearing cow shit on themselves and bathing in cow urine?
It's delicious.
Have you seen those videos?
Pull that up, Chaz.
It'll only be on like a fucking pole thread. I'm serious. These are hard to find.
No, it's right there.
No, cow dung is not eaten as an ingredient.
Well, don't read
Lies. I've seen the video.
Boom.
By the way.
Boom. Are we going to talk about the cow urine and manure in the kitchen? So this is from a TV show, an Indian 90 Day Fiancé TV show, and they're talking about how the Indian husband had cow shit and urine in the kitchen because they eat it. They put it on their food. They're
It's an
gross.
ingredient.
Google Gemini will tell you that they don't, and that they're not that much different from us. So you should stop being rude to them when you call AT&T. We'll try to turn this into 5 minutes on Indians. Some way to,
This will be a quick 5 on Indian.
we can cut it.
Yeah, Indians are pretty bad.
Okay, so we'll probably have to cut right to this moment. So if so, that was the pod. Thank you very much for listening. I will catch you next week on Kill
Thank you
Your
guys
Leaders.
very much. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. We love you.
Love
Comment.
you too.
Please comment, even if it's just nothing.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
If it's absolutely nothing,
We love you.
or just
listening.
an emoji, or just something, just like
Anything.
another comment
Anything.
post.
Tell us your favorite thing about India.
Tell us your favorite thing
Listen all the way through.
about statistics.
Real trap shit. Howdy, howdy. We make it look howdy. Woo! Woo!